Hello future millionaires and billionaires, and welcome to my first video of 2021. I'm so grateful for your support. In 2020 we gained over 3,000 subscribers on my new channel, which launched in August last year. I'm so grateful for the support, and thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do ensure that you subscribe so we can keep on growing this family of financially savvy individual. So in today's video, I talk about ways in which I'm planning to improve my saving and investment strategies in 2021 so that I can be ensure that I reach my financial goals for this year. So let's get into it. Before we get into today's video, it really is important to remind you that I am not a financial registered advisor. This video is only for educational purposes. So one of the key things about year 2021 is that majority of us are healing from year 2020. 2020 was hard from everyone, not only just for me, but everyone in general, either financially, psychological, or mental. In one form or another, year 2020 was hard. So in this year, you're trying to heal from that while healing, also building our world, building what we aim to achieve in our lifetime, building what we deserve, which is financial freedom. So it really is important that we take the lessons from last year and ensure that we implement them this year. For me, personally speaking, I'll be sharing my personal mistakes from last year and how I aim to improve them this year. One of the key mistakes that I had last year is that throughout the year, my budget, my bank statement, all of them had financial leaks. Financial leaks basically are small amounts of money that are leaking from your expenses, are leaking from your budget, and basically you don't notice them. This year, while I was sitting down yesterday, I was reviewing my 12-month bank statement and I noticed a lot of financial leaks in my statement. Mostly are airtime, mostly are like small things that you really don't know that the pie that I buy from a gas station, that little things are the links that I had a lot of them in year 2020, and this year I aim to improve that. I aim to stop that so I can be able to have more money to save and more money to invest. And I really do want to recommend that you guys also sit down with your bank statement and see where exactly do you have leaks in your spending, in your budget, or in your basically in your bank statement. The money that's those little 5 rand, 10 rand, 20 rand. If you sit down and you count them, you find that there is so much more. That you put them together, can even go up to 10,000, 9,000, 5,000 rand. Really is important to do a review and check your bank statement from last year if you have those leaks. And moving forward, one of the best solutions you can do so you can stop those leaks is to download this app called 22/7. This app basically tells you where your money is going, how it's going. You can even put your money into categories so that you can know this category is for cell phone, this category is for loans, this category for this, for that, and that, and that. And you can link all your bank accounts to this app and you can track every single thing. That's the one thing I'm doing to solve that solution of leaks that was in my bank statements last year. And moving into 2021, I don't want any of that moving forward, so I can have more money to invest for myself. And the second thing that I noticed that was hindering me last year in terms of my saving or in terms of my budget or in terms of my money was the fact that within my budget, I will literally buy the most important thing, but I will group my budget from the most important thing to the less important thing. And I will buy the most important things first, as it's natural to buy the most important things first. But I will know that some of the things that I will leave out just because I'm trying to save money. I don't need this. I don't need that. Most of the things that are in the bottom of my grocery list or in my budget or whatever it is, the list I'm using for a particular, maybe it's my grocery list or my entire budget, my expenses. The little things that I leave behind, I tend to go back and buy them in the middle of the month. With mine was never budgeted for those things to start with. So that was one of the mistakes I had in 2020. And this year I'm ensured that every single thing, if the budget allows it, I am buying it, that is in my grocery list or is within my budget. Maybe if I want to pay this and this and that and pay maybe Spotify and I pay Netflix at the same time, I will cancel Spotify for no good reason. And middle of the month I will subscribe again and I have to pay middle of the month, which doesn't make sense, you see. So that's some of the things I'm trying to this year to stop doing because it takes a lot of money from me. So that's one of the things that I noticed. So if I'm able to fix those two things, I will have a large amount of money I can be able to invest and save. Now moving into the two things which I know most of you are here to about the ways in which I'll be saving and investing. Now let's start with saving and end off with investing. I will this year have a huge goal for myself that I want to achieve, and in order to achieve it, I will need to sacrifice a lot. So this year I will only have 3 savings goals. 3 of them. The first one is my normal emergency savings account. That's the first savings goal, the savings account I will have for this year. And the second one is, so that I'm sweating when Mpumalanga is hot, when Mpumalanga is hot. The second one will be my savings challenge that I'm part of this year, is the 10-cent savings challenge, which basically calls on me to save starting from day 1, 10 cent, day 2, 20 cent, day 3, 30 cent, day 4, 40 cent, and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And by the end of the year, you'll have plus minus 6,700 rand that you will have saved for yourself. So that's the second savings account that I have, is for that challenge. And the third and the last one is for me myself. I'm trying to do something I've never done before, and if I look at my income for the past 2 years, it really tells me that we are stretching it. This year I aim to get myself my first vehicle. I want to get myself a car as a student, and it really is something that is beyond my normal income, but I'm trying to limit my expenses as much as possible, limit my savings this year, and compared to last year, where last year I had up to 7 savings accounts. This year I only have 3. I'm trying to push everything into this goal of mine, so I'll be saving a lot of my money into that one, and all my extra income will be going toward that savings account. So that's how it's standing for myself. And in terms of my investment, this year I'm not buying any new stock outside of the ones that I have inside my Easy Equity account. So for those who have been following my channel, they know how I've invested in Easy Equities and all of that. I'll put the link of one of my previous videos, and I talk about how really can you invest on Easy Equity on the video card above. But this year I'm not aiming to add anything outside of that. But what I'll be doing is that I'll be reducing my money which I've been allocating to my Easy Equity account. From last year I was allocating 20 to 25%, 25% to 30% of my monthly income to my investment. This year I'll be reducing it to 15 to 20% in order to be able to reach my bigger goal, which is to acquire a car for myself. So I'll be reducing so I can save more for the car, but while still be able to invest each month on my current holding for the whole year. I'm not adding any new ETFs. I'm not adding any new individual stock. Even the cryptocurrency token ECT10 of Easy Equity, the one I'm holding currently, I'm not selling. I'm just going to be adding every single month to all of those things I'm holding. And when you talk about adding every single month to what I'm holding already, basically it means that, for example, I own shares at discount. For example, means that to the shares I already have at discount, I'll be buying more every month. For example, if I'm just making a silly example, I own 10,000 rand worth of shares on discount, for example, meaning that every single month I will be buying 1,000 worth of shares on for discount every single month, adding from the initial 10,000 I was owing ending 2020. Moving into 2021. So that's what I mean. I said topping off every single month. I'll be doing that on my investment without actually acquiring any new shares from new companies or any new ETF or any bucket shares of that nature. So that's what I'm aiming to do for this year. And for anyone who's interested in knowing more, keep sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and leave a comment in the comment section below. I am Ivan Sambo, your student investor.